my name is Shannon, and I'm going to discuss with you the symbolic convergence theory. This theory was created by Ernest Borman, a social psychologist, and it states that sharing group fantasies creates symbolic convergence, which is a closeness amongst group members. I experienced symbolic convergence in my professional life one day as I was having lunch with friends. During this time of having lunch, a coworker, suggested that we all chip in and buy about 20 lottery tickets for the Mega Millions was about $5 million or so. We all agreed and began discussing how we would choose the numbers, who would buy the tickets, um, and then after we had all that squared away, we started to talk about what we would do if we won the lottery. And one woman mentioned, she hoped that she'd win the lottery so that way she could pay her bills. Another woman said, forget the bills, I'm gonna quit my job and travel. And I just asked the question, what if we all quit? And that just started a whirlwind of conversation because then it became, well, do we all quit at once? Do we quit strategically, like one person quits and 2 weeks later another person quits and so on? Uh, and then if we decided to do it like that, who quits first? The person that worked there the longest? Or do we rock, paper, scissors to see who quits first? And so this conversation just led to a lot of funny thoughts and ideas. And I infer that we were able to have this convergence, have this closeness, because we were able to share in this collective fantasy of winning the lottery. Through this sharing, we learned of each other's hopes and dreams and desires, and that is what allowed our team to get closer. And now, regarding my personal life, I believe that I experienced symbolic convergence when I participated in a figure competition. For those who don't know, figure is about a level or two below bodybuilding. Leading up to this competition, I had to be on a diet that consisted me of eating the same 6 meals every day for 20 weeks. And needless to say, while on this diet, I definitely imagined different foods that I would be eating afterwards, because I was tired of eating what I was eating. I even imagined eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which I haven't eaten since I was like 10. The morning of the competition day, I was backstage with other women, and I noticed some were pacing back and forth because they were nervous. Some were trying to get that last minute bulk with weights and resistance bands, and some were fixing their suits while others were working on their makeup. The time came for us to go on stage, and we're on stage and we're smiling as these bright lights are blinding us, and we're standing and posing and holding our core tight as we're being judged. At the end of the judging round, we went backstage and just talked to each other about how we felt we did on stage, and we encouraged each other because we understood what each other went through regarding the diet and personal trainers and the money that it took to make it to that point. And so we congratulated each other, encouraged each other, and told each other, good luck and see you this evening. That evening for the awards ceremony, we were a little bit more laid back because the preliminary judging was over, and so we were talking a little more. And I mentioned how I could not wait for this to be over because I would be getting myself a cheeseburger. From that, like before you could say, do you want fries with that? Other women just start talking about what they plan on eating. We talked about sushi and pizza and barbecue. You name it, somebody probably talked about wanting to eat it. And I infer that we were able to have a bond because, like I said, first of all, we understood each other's struggles getting to that point, but then also we were able to bond over the fact that we knew the joy that each other would experience after the competition in eating something that we haven't eaten in about 5, 6 months. And so I believe that we fulfilled not only Borman's theory, but also the theory that says food brings people together. And so, in conclusion, I really find this theory interesting, and I'm glad to have an identification of the process that happens whenever this convergence does happen. And so, I would like to look forward to seeing why it happens and why it doesn't happen. I think that would make me more observant in my conversations. And I just want to encourage you that now that you know about symbolic convergence theory, see if you notice when symbolic convergence happens and when it doesn't take place. See if you know why it happens and why it doesn't happen. And definitely, if you notice symbolic convergence taking place, don't shy away from it, but get involved. Let the people experience you as you share your side, whether it's your funny side, your academic side, your witty side, your shy side. You know, be involved, share your narrative and your thoughts and ideas, for sharing will allow the group to get closer. And so, with that being said, go out and converge. Thank you.